So,
Yeah.
first of all, Andy, thank you for taking the time to do this. I know that you're busy and we've been working together for a few months now. So, do you want to just start off by introducing yourself, your company, where you work, and what it is that you do?
Yeah, I'm Andy. I run Hoopla Heating and Plumbing. We're an engineer, got engineers of there's 7 of us all together, based in Oxfordshire.
Excellent, excellent. And how did you come across us in the beginning? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was on I think it was on Instagram. I think I saw Mickey, the guy from Plumber. I think he did a photo shoot, and I think that's where I saw it.
Okay, so that was around what, 4 or 5 months ago. And what was happening within the business at the time, Andy, that made you want to look for like an internet marketing company? What was happening in the business for you to seek us out?
So been through a few website companies, design companies, and just they didn't really understand what we want, or what we need. They can build you a basic website, but it wasn't really like a website that's sort of built for lead generation, and I don't know, it was just very basic. Whereas when I came across the websites that you built, I think you understand our industry, so they seem to work a lot better. And it's just built a lot better than what we've had before.
Excellent, excellent. So have you used other web design companies before using us, have you?
Yeah, probably about 3.
Okay. And when you came over to us, so you saw our ad on Instagram. We ended up, I think you may have watched a demo video and then we had a conversation. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Brilliant. And then we kind of walked you through the services that we offer. We've got our accelerator program that targets paid advertising, agency program that targets organic. And of course, you decided to work with us on both of those programs. So what caused that decision? Why did you feel that we were the company to help you set up your marketing strategy, Andy?
I could just see how it all worked with the other companies that you had on your books. I could just see how it was easy to scroll through. You can make payments on the website and deposits and all that sort of stuff. It just seemed like that was the way for us to go. It's all been set out. I think you've got everything all planned out, ready to go. So it's made it a lot easier. Yeah. That's why I decided to go for it.
Okay. Brilliant.
And also, it's not just like you're building a website. You are obviously doing all the marketing as well. So it's all in one place. You don't just get your website built and then you've got to go and find someone to market it all. So yeah, that's the other reason.
Excellent. So you came on board with us for the website and the landing page initially, and we're at an interesting point because, of course, we've just come off the back of a conversation because we've just done your launch campaign, your ads. So before we dive into the results of that, how has your experience been over the past kind of 3 months since we've been working together?
Yeah, it's been like the whole with Trello and everything, it's just made it so much easier rather than having to keep phoning and emailing like we've had before and things get missed. It's using the whole Trello board's just made it so much easier. It's all just planned out for you. You can't really go wrong with it. It's just works so much better.
Excellent. And when you kind of came on board, because I remember having the conversation with you, and I said to you that to kind of understand the whole process, you actually have to experience it. You have to go through it because there's so much that goes into it, but it is like we've tried to lay it out in a blueprint. So you found that experience good, and the end result, was you happy with kind of what we built for you before we set it live and did the launch?
It's good. Obviously, having the links, you can see how it's all going to work and see it all before it all goes live. It was just so easy. Yeah.
Brilliant. And before we started working together, Andy, because I know that you was actually in conversations at the time with another website provider. But of course, they was just the website provider. Like once they've built the website, they shake the hand, they walk off, and then wish you the best. Whereas we try and take it to that next level and help with the marketing. So how were you generating leads before we started working together? What was the primary way you was generating leads in the business?
Yeah, we did do Google Ads with one guy, but it just, I don't know, it just didn't seem to work for some reason. It was just, we were spending all this money on Google Ads, but I couldn't see where we were making any return or where the money was going. So I just sort of gave up with it in the end, and that's why I was starting to look elsewhere. But then obviously when we had that chat, you were showing that you can give us the graphs and all the stats and everything, so which is what I'm looking at now. So it's, yeah, you can see what you're spending your money on. You're not just putting money in and just hoping for the best sort of thing.
Excellent. And like from my perspective, and I always say this because the main way we've grew our business at We Build Trades is through actual paid advertising. We've never actually met each other face to face, but we've been working closely together for the past few months. And we attracted you through paid ads. And just from my experience, having that data, having those insights where they can help us make future decisions, it just creates a better, stronger business model. For you beforehand, not having that data to now coming off the back of a campaign. Can you just let me know kind of how that went for you, Andy, and what the experience was like after we'd built everything and then we actually launched it for you?
Yeah, within the first hour, I know we was launching it, and then within the first hour, I wasn't really expecting the emails to be completely flooded with new leads. It was like quite unreal, really. It was within the first day, I had like so many quotes to do that it's like you can actually see where it's all coming from, rather than because it goes through the email system from us, so we know it's coming from a campaign that we've run. You know that it's coming from what you're spending with yourself on the campaign, so it's not just a random sort of lead coming from Google or whatever. It's, you actually know that that money you're putting in is coming back. So it's, so far, I think I've been out to sort of 10 quotes or whatever in the last week, and it's just sort of trying to figure out how we're going to do it all.
It's one of them good problems by the sounds of it, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, from those quotes, and I know that we've literally just said that you've got a few more to do next week. The hope is obviously, when we kind of spoke to you at the beginning, the whole goal is for us to build you an asset, something where you can put money into and make more money out the back end. And from this campaign so far, from when we close all the results off, it does look like you'll potentially make more from this one campaign that we've launched just over 10 days than the initial cost of the actual program. Would that be a fair assumption to make?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
Excellent. And then you've also got this asset for life. So what are the goals moving forward, Andy? Because of course the big problem that I see a lot of trade businesses have is they don't have that predictable system to generate leads. And of course you've invested in that now. We've got you some good results from that perspective. So what are the next steps for you? Like, how do you see the business moving forward over the next 12 months?
Yeah, I think we are growing every day and getting busier. So for me, it's to get away from being on the tools and be in the office more. So yeah, we're going to try and hire a few more guys, hopefully in the next year, and then I'm just going to try and concentrate on making sure we win all the quotes and any leads that we get. And just hopefully build from there.
Brilliant. Well, you've got some good foundations, like you said. You've got 7 people now, is it?
Yeah, all together. Yeah.
Brilliant. So, I mean, that's already, I think when we started working together, that was something that I noticed already. You'd already built some solid foundations. Now we've kind of worked on the marketing side, and from the conversation that we've just had, the next steps are kind of the sales process, the operation side of the business, and from kind of working with you and seeing kind of how you've put these systems in place for your business. What would you say the biggest thing we've helped you with is from a kind of marketing sales perspective?
Yeah, I've always like wanted to make sure we're doing all the Google ads right, so we're not wasting money. And I think, yeah, because you know the industry and you obviously, that is, you know, you do all the advertising, you know where to put the money, and it seems like because we can see what's going in and what we're getting out of it, yeah, that's been, yeah, the best thing really. It's just, I just feel like you can just waste money and not know where it's going, but with this, it's at least we know what we're spending and what we're going to be getting back.
Excellent. And I think you was, when we first done our conference calls, because we do the conference call every month, you was one of the first ones thinking in that as well. So that was good that you was interactive. How have you found kind of the environment side of the conference calls and the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, really helpful. Having that WhatsApp group with, what is it, 20 other companies is yeah, you get good advice and what they've been through and how they've got over things, and it's just good to have sort of like-minded people really. Other sort of business owners that you can just ask a quick question and get a good answer back.
Brilliant. And we're actually up to 35 now, so hopefully over the next
35. Wow.
Yeah, we'll be able to push that even further. No, but I appreciate the feedback, Andy. And of course, when you was making this decision to work with us, obviously it's a big risk. There's a lot of people out there now who are promising the world, saying that they can do this and do that. Like you said, you've already worked with 3 other website companies, so you've potentially been in the past.
Oh, by the way,
so for anyone who's watching this now, this right as we speak, and they might be in a similar position to what you was in, where they saw a Facebook ad or an Instagram ad or something like that. They've watched our demo and they're making that decision on whether they want to make the decision to work with us or not. What would your advice be?
Yeah, I think, yeah, it's a big cost to start with for some people, but I think you just need to look in the long run. If you're wanting to grow a company, you need to look 20 years down the line, not next year. It's, if you just need to keep investing. You don't want to keep just saving the money in the bank. I think you need to keep putting it back in, and you just get more results. Yeah, definitely. You need to look further ahead than sort of 2 years down the line or whatever. Yeah, so if you just need to reinvest, and I think, yeah, investing in someone like yourself, it's going to bring you more work.
So the final question, mate, because I know you are busy. So yeah, would you recommend We Build Trades to work with?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, just do it. Just there's nothing to go wrong really. It's just going to keep you busier. Definitely.
Excellent. Well, Andy, it's been a pleasure working with you so far, and long may that continue. Keep pushing forward and so thank you for taking the time to do this, and yeah, on to bigger and better things for us.
Yeah, nice one.
Thanks.
Cheers, Dan.